Lesson 4.1, Graphing Polynomial Functions. How do you identify and graph polynomial functions? Let's go ahead and do another one. My highest degree was a 4. This degree of a 4 tells us technically 3 things. The first thing that it tells me is that I need to cross the x-axis 4 times. This also tells me that I have an even degree. It also tells me that I have a quartic function. So I know that I will be crossing the x-axis a total of 4 times when I graph this. And I am going to give myself an xy graph. The leading coefficient is a positive 1. So my leading coefficient is positive. So I'm looking for even positive on my chart. So even positive. It will be an upward W. So I know both the left and right will be upward. How I determine the rest of the W will be based on the 5 points that I will find. From here, I am able to figure out my domain. Domain goes forever in the right and forever in the left, so my domain is all real numbers. Because they both go up, that means it's not going to forever come down, which means my range is going to have a cutoff point. We're going to have to graph it to figure out the cutoff point. My end behaviors. I want to look at the left side and I want to look at the right side. The left side always went up, so my left side always went up where the positives live. My right side also always went up, so it always went up where the positive numbers lived. I can figure out most of these answers before I even do my XY chart. So now we're going to do my X f of X chart. And let's go ahead and extend it just a little further out because some students requested more data points to be able to see the graph just a little bit better, and that's totally fine. You can make this chart as large as you want if it helps you. So we are now going to plot these x's into the function. So we have our chart, and now we're going to go ahead and graph it. Negative 387 would have been way up here. Negative 217 would have also been way up here. Negative 1 would have been right here. 0, negative 3. 1, negative 1. 217 would have been way up here. And then 387 would have been way up here. I need to make some kind of W using these points and requiring that it crosses the x-axis 4 times. So it had to go up on my last point and up on my last point. And now I just need to make sure that I cross 4 times. Doesn't matter where the 4 are, I just need to cross 4 times. So if I come down, there's 1. If I turn around and have to come back up to this point, so there's 1, now there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4, and I would have had it come up and maybe go back to that. Did it go up like it was supposed to? Yes. Did I connect all of these points? Yes. Does it cross 4 times? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. This might be the right graph. It might not be the right graph. It's a general sketch. And all I am looking for is, did you do the correct end behaviors? Up, up. Yes. Did you cross the x-axis the correct number of times? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Did you use your plotted points? I had all those points plotted, and did I use them all? I did. Because you did all of these 3 things accurately, you get your full credit. Now my range. I need to finish my range. On this graph, the lowest I went was this right here, which meant that was 1, 2, 3, that was about 3.5. So everything was above that negative 3.5 that I graphed. It's a sketch of what it should look like.